everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee. As you saw from the title, this video is me explaining why I'm choosing to join the Air Force. There's kind of a lot to go into it, but kind of not. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's just get right onto the video. So I honestly don't even really know where to begin. Let's just say my mom was in the Air Force, well, for 3 years, and she got honorably discharged. And growing up, she was so picky about cleaning, and she would always be like, you can never join the Air Force, da, 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 all that stuff. And she would tell us stories, and I think like the main thing is like she is so picky on cleaning. So picky, which is understandable. I mean, and that is something that got me into like hating to clean. Like I used to hate cleaning because even if there was one little speck on the floor, she would still complain. And growing up as a child, you don't really know better. You're like, that is clean. You can't get mad over one little speck. And still personally, I wouldn't personally get upset over one little speck because nothing is going to be 100% clean. For the longest time, with my mom constantly saying stuff like that and being so picky on like cleaning and how things were done, I never wanted to join the Air Force. I don't know, let's see, my thing with joining the Air Force was I didn't want to get the shots, I didn't want to do the gas chamber, I didn't want to have to answer to anyone. Then again, from 10 years old to like 20, 21 years old, I didn't fully understand what the Air Force or military would actually like give you and do for you. I always like saw the military movies and I'm like, no, I don't want that. I don't want PTSD. I don't want to have any kind of issue, yada yada, right? But again, being that young, I didn't realize there were so many different kinds of jobs in the military. You don't have to go to combat. You don't have to have PTSD or any of that. And I think like the main thing with the military, they really show you how to be disciplined. They show you it's not necessarily about having things perfect. I think in my mind, it's more so it's challenging you to just do better. Do I think they should nitpick on how straight a line is for the bed? No. As long as it's made to like the best of your ability, it shouldn't matter. Obviously, I have my opinions. I'm sure everyone else does too. And it's basic stuff for basic military. And I think that's also one thing that really scared me for the longest time. Trying or even wanting or even thinking about joining the military was having to go through basic training. But in 2020, I was like, I need a job. I'm tired of, struggling to find a job and keeping a job and all of that stuff. And still same issues today. But I was going to join in 2020. I took the ASVAB test and then COVID hit. And after taking the ASVAB test, you do have 2 years to join or whatever. So I decided to wait. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not going to join. Because also the president didn't like the president, or Trump, I think, or whoever was president at the time, didn't like it, or Biden. I think that's when Biden actually started. Anyway, and Biden is still the president until the election, I think this November. Anyway, with that being said, I just decided not to join, right? And then this year, the beginning, like end of February, beginning of March, I was like, you know what? I am so tired of living this life. I'm so tired of making excuses. I'm tired of only doing the bare minimum, because at the end of the day, I am doing the bare minimum. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of going job to job to job, because in my opinion, I'm not going to stay at a job if the people in that job do not respect me and do not help me and are always complaining and always just miserable, because I do not want to be in that kind of environment. Plus, I do not believe in like the whole 9 to 5, because there's more to life than that. There's more to life than just working. Hear me out. Hear me out. Yes, joining the military, you're basically doing like a 9 to 5. But also with the military, you have so many benefits, even if you only stay in for 4 years. Only if you stay in 6 or 8 or 10 or 12, no matter how long you stay in, whether you stay in 4 years or you actually stay in 20 plus years and retire, there's benefits even when you're out. There's military discounts. There's the free education, the GI Bill, which is huge. And a lot of people will join the military just to go to school for free. And I'm just so tired of the environment I'm in right now. I'm tired of all the complaining. I'm tired of me still making excuses. I'm getting a little bit better, 1% every day. I'm doing better for sure. It's still an adjustment. I want to be more self-disciplined. I want to be out of debt. I want to be able to save money. I want to try my best to make friends and like enjoy my time in the military. And then just all the benefits. They pay for your housing. They pay for food. They, what else? Like if you have a pet and you are deployed, they pay for that. If you need someone to watch your pet. If you are married, your spouse gets benefits. If you have kids, you have benefits for your kids now. There are endless benefits to joining the military, and all you have to do is show up and do your work. So if you really think about it, it's not that bad. If anything, it's probably the best career you could have, because not only are you working on yourself and you're more disciplined and challenging yourself, but you're also serving the country, which is just kind of amazing to think about. Also, another thing was, I'm like, if we get in another war or like any kind of fight, I want to be able to defend myself. I want to be able to like survive. I want to actually be able to live if anything were to happen. I don't want to be that person like in the movies that doesn't know how to do anything. So I was like, you know what, like that's gonna, like the best place to be if something were to happen to this world, to this planet, whatever, the best place to be is the military, because I guarantee you they have bunkers. And I guarantee you the military will definitely have like put you first. And yes, being in the military, integrity first, service before self, and then I forgot the last one. I don't know. At the end of the day, if you really think about it, it's the best thing to do. You won't be struggling anymore. You will be financially free if you make the smart choices. So like my plan, and if you really think about it, 4 years is nothing compared to like 80 years. Even 20 years in the service isn't that long, because I have I guess technically cousin. He served for 20 years in the Navy and he's like 80 now. And that was almost like 40 years ago. So if you really think about it, 20 years isn't even that long. And you can get home loans. Everything is just so much easier if you're in the military. I'm just thinking, I'm like, I don't want to have to struggle and fight for my life just to buy a house if I wanted to. I do feel bad for the people that want to join the military but then can't because they're not physically able to, or they have something mentally, like a mental illness or whatever. Like I do feel bad, but yeah, I mean, just thinking about it, I'm like, I could, even just the 4 years, I can pay off all my debt in the first year and still save some money and, just save the rest of the time and then get out and then go travel the world, or save up as much as I can and then get like a tiny home or build my own tiny home and get land and then just start living like off grid. I definitely have, those are like my two dreams. And obviously I would love to do both. And I'm sure I will. And I know that I can get there by being in the military, because I don't have any other kind of career path. And if I did, I would still need to go to school, and then I'd be in more debt, and I don't believe in that. I don't believe in college unless you are actually going to be like a scientist or like a nurse. Other than that, college is pointless in a way. However, me going into the military, I am most likely going to go to school, but we'll see. I don't know. I mean, a part of me right now, I'm like, I could just go to school just to say I have a degree. And then if an opportunity arose where I could actually get a career in that job field, then I would. But I don't know, because like I don't want to go to school unless I'm actually gonna try and pursue that career path. So we'll see about that. I was thinking maybe like psychology, something in like the mental health, because then I could like be a therapist online, and I mean I could still travel doing that. I've always had a passion to help out. Oh my god, to help others. So if I can find something to go to school for that, I would do that. And then yeah, I want to be able to help in any way I can. And I think I also like really realized that I just want better for myself and for Aspen, because I don't want to live in my car unless I'm traveling. I don't want to like have to keep living with my parents, or mainly my mom, if I don't have to. You know, I want, like, I'm 23, I'm almost 24. It's time for me to grow and evolve and actually be on my own. And I don't want to have to ask for help. That is my biggest thing too, is I'm tired of asking for help from my parents or from really whoever, because whoever I ask, they always make me feel guilty and like it's a burden to help. And I'm just tired of this environment where it's always negative. I'm outgrowing this environment that I'm in. I love my mom. I love my dad, my mom, sister, brother, but since I was little, I've been different. And I've always just done my own thing. I've been basically an outcast. I've never had the same thoughts and opinions as anyone else. And I think that's definitely going to be a little challenging in the military, to find my group of people. But even if I don't find like my group of people or a friend or whoever, that is totally fine. I've been by myself like my whole life. Because sure, you have people that enter your life, but then they leave, right? So even just the past couple months, I have learned a lot about myself. And anytime that I am around someone or relationship or whoever, it's just like we have differences, and they're just always opposite, so it just doesn't work out in the long run. And I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, my main goal in life is to just go after my dreams. And then also, even if I do stay in only for 4 years, I can say I accomplished the biggest blessing in my life. And like, to be then called a veteran, like, I don't know, it amazes me. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to be a challenge, mentally, physically, emotionally, but I'm ready for it. I really am. I need change. And I think as much as I used to hate change, I'm definitely learning to love it and enjoy it more, because the more I look back on everything that's changed, even just in the past 4 years, I have grown so much as a person, and I can actually own up to my mistakes and then fix them. Or if I don't fix them, then like really talk to myself deep down and be like, what is going on here? Why am I like this still, even though I say I'm gonna change? And I'm just glad I can realize that stuff now. And I'm definitely more mature at my age than other people are at my age. And that's totally okay. And altogether, I'm ready for a change. I'm excited. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep doing YouTube as much as I can too. I need to stop expecting to get subscribers and views and just have fun with it like I used to in 8th grade. You know, my point in like filming is to document this stuff too. So then I can always look back and realize where I was back then. I love looking back at memories, and I've always just loved filming too. I've always had fun with it, and I just need to just have fun with it now and don't think of it as a chore. Just have fun filming, film whatever I want when I want. And if people stick around, they stick around. If not, they don't. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. My next video is going to be my MEPS experience. So stick around.